Hi there and welcome to episode 37 of the Evil Sect. I'm Icon and today we will experiment with our dear visitor Cool Chu, however, whatever that's pronounced. I'm pretty sure it sounds cool if you're able to pronounce it. But for now we're going to assign our dear guest to a room that's supposed to kill her. Yes, it's a woman. Good. So let's see what'll happen out of that. Plus, we want to develop our characters a little bit further. I hope I'm going to hit the primordial spirit stage soon. On most of these guys, this is not that much of an issue anymore. Let's see, Yan Yong needs another adventure to go. Let's do this then. Oh my god, City of Abundance has so many people. After a few disaster reliefs, their population skyrocketed. I love it. So, Great Snowland. Let's send Yan Yong there. Yes, it's a little bit far away, but I still want to. And now, resource-wise, I need more wood and I need more stone. Yeah, definitely needs more brownstone as well. So let's see, there's a lot of wheat, spirit stone, wood, brownstone. So let's see. I can only build up another logging camp here. The dojo ain't much help, but that's okay. So let's see. Let's build a few new locations here to gather more materials. I should have done that a lot earlier, I think. Well, the more you know. Alright. Now, where's my guest? I mean, at some point, or I could just persuade her to stay. I mean, I don't know. Success rate insignificant. Okay. But I'm pretty sure if we would form a bond first, that this might be working. Let's see. Yo, Yan Yong, you're supposed to be on the road. Now, Yan Yun is where she needs to be. What about Wenfeng, though? How quickly does she cultivate at this point, actually? Well, let's see. Alioth is still another golden core stage, so... Yeah, well, with quality 6, her cultivation speed isn't that quick there at all. I think that does influence that. I'm not sure, though. I'm gonna be completely honest here. But... I just realized that this ochre essence is at the wrong person's home. So, new enemies have arrived. Let's see. Accuracy, dodge in battle, pain tolerance. Nice. Dodge chances are very, very powerful. Everything that makes you dodge gives you a chance to completely mitigate damage just because it says so. And that's always a little bit powerful, I think. Alright, this time I'm able to bring 3 cultivators here. Wait a sec. Alright, let's go into battle. Let's see. Okay. Control 1 while having them selected. Mark them as a squad. So, let's see how this person will die now. So where's the other guys? I see. Ah, that's working out. Wait, they're already done? Sick. Wow. Okay, so turns out my dog ain't that much of a fast killer. Who would have thought? He's flagged as a tanky animal. And the other cultivators made short work out of that. Move. There we go. And now let's check out our friend here. So she's leaving the place. So to make that work, I would have had to use the... Yeah, I understand what I would have had to remove the door afterwards and close the wall. And that's how the trick is supposed to work. Now I got it. So they immediately take flight when they start to die in one of the rooms you assign to them. Well, that ain't that dumb. Well, we're beginner villains. And see, that's like how, just like in the movies, where the villain just pulls off a very, very sloppy, evil plan, which just doesn't work out, and now the villain is up to develop a new plan. That's what we're doing. So I'm not sure if I really want to use that soul inquiry thing like this, or if we just go outside, enter other sects' territory, bash down sages, and acquire their knowledge like this. That should be an option too. Anyways, Sean is now able to cultivate again, because I'm pretty sure if we manage to tackle that tribulation, we should be able to tackle the other tribulation as well. Because his chi bar didn't even flinch for a second there, so... Since that was a major breakthrough, his power was even more increasing, so... Okay, the next tribulation will also be harder, so... Okay, that plot didn't go out as intended. Fortuitous encounter on the snowfield. Okay. Alright, he gained experience there. Why not? Okay. I want to focus more on the cultivation of my golden core people now. By the way, Yimao needs to hit autumn to make that happen. Okay. Oh, the breakthrough is a automatic success, I see. Now he's super weak again. And now we can finally push him one step further. Don't know if that's already Primordial Spirit or not, but we'll see. So the next few episodes I'll be focusing these steps a lot more than before. So we might be thinking about cultivation speed talismans as well. Oh, and while we're talking about talismans, there's also stuff I wanted to learn. Let's send Wen Feng to gather new inspiration. Let's do that. I know that's a little bit of an overkill for her, but I want to use Wen Feng basically for all these uncomfortable learning jobs. Completed building. Ah, the plains logging camps have been finished, I see. Alright, we can now remove that as well. Because we're now fully stacked with cultivators. I don't know if I will be adding more than those, Wenfeng is a person which feels like I should replace her one day. But for now, I think it's always quite useful to have one cultivator who's weaker than the others, where you can just dump all these chores on. Okay. It's taken quite some time. I want to see if I'm able to create those more of those cultivation speed increaser talismans, because I feel like we really need them. Now, let's see, we're at... Next step will be Creed of Hell. That's also another golden core stage. I'm not too surprised, the costs are way too low. Alright. Now I basically have to wait for Wenfeng to finish her adventure. Or to wait until somebody goes nuts. Jeez, almost 600k. Those are completely different numbers compared to way back then. So, how much wheat do we have? None. I have in storages 2k units. Just wonder if I would put up Mount South a little bit longer for charity. Yeah, let's do this.
Cookies!
Obviously, cookies have spawned in the kitchen. Alright. So, the most depressed person right now is Nyanyun, so... And Wenfeng's back home. Wonderful. So I'll send Nyanyun back to practice. And the other two guys can keep cultivating. Okay, now, let's see. I think I have already learned the recipe for these cultivation increases. Ah, military prosperity. I've seen one of those a moment ago. Wait a sec. I thought I have taught those two. I only taught her to draw the Dark Armor Talisman. So she didn't learn to craft these other ones, I guess. Now, let's see. Well, first off, I want to learn all these other talismans now. But formation manuals. Did I just derp something there? Obviously. But where's the departing shadow manual? Whatever. I wanted to learn these anyways, so I did teach them Shan, didn't I? No. I think I just didn't, yeah, I just didn't notice them. That's all. That one I wanted to know was here. All good. Just me being silly, just like I thought. But that happens when the information overload is real. It's something that the game does regularly to me. I don't even feel bad about it anymore. So, but first I want Wenfeng to learn all the other manuals before we check out the talismans. So I got movement talismans, cultivation speed talisman is already equipped. Wonderful. Ooh, he was traveling without that one equipped. Shame on me. So cultivation speed bonus is also equipped on her. Wenfeng doesn't really need that. She's all adventure speed bonus equipped, and Sean needs one of those cultivation speed increases, but that's the only one. Good stuff. Good stuff. But one for the boss? Come on. Oops. Let's check out those new ones. Heaven Sent increases the 5 attributes. Neat. Spell power. Artifact power. Protection. Yeah, well, nothing too surprising, but the 5 attribute gain. Neat. This makes breakthroughing a lot easier. This is also, I think, a very strong talisman for golden core stages. So definitely powerful. But what we want here is just the Heavenly Heart. Here we go. And that's gonna be Sean's. Or did I derp something again? No, I didn't. I couldn't equip it because somebody already was hell-bent on moving that somewhere else. Alright, so we will... I can remove the agility talisman altogether. And adventure fly speed bonus is right now not important at all, since we're cultivating. Good, so let's check out our friends here. You need to chill. She's already chilling. And I want to... Why did they just change order? Nobody knows. Okay, now that's rolling quite well. Wenfeng has all the adventure speed bonus thingies equipped. And let's see where I will send her. I mean, exploring these other sects sounds pretty appealing to me. Demonia Temple. I mean, soul pearls. But what would I benefit most from? So I want those Lumina cores. Let's see. I want to send Wenfeng one time there. I mean, the place where these spawn, well, I really have a hard time understanding what kind of cultivator to send where. I only know that luck does matter a lot, but apart from that, I have no clue. True pill general annotations. Alright. Let's see. What kind of skills do we have here? Shield value. Damage. Mentality. Mentality? Artifact impact. Spellcasts. Luck. More int. Stamina acquisition rate. Chi absorption efficiency. Shield defense. Shield defense. Spirit crystal refinement. Condense chi into spirit crystal. Western time mantra. What? That's another damaging spell. Okay. So let's send Sean to talk to that person. So if I go for one click favor now, and I'll try to persuade her, that should be a lot easier now, I think. Well, let's see. No, the chances are still insignificant. Alright, I see. Well, let's try that one more time. Oh, I can't assign anything to her, no? Yingjin. Yes, I can, here. She doesn't appear... Oh, she does, okay. So let's see. No, not the least little bit malicious. but I really want to try it out this time. If I get a freebie, you know, if I get a freebie on that, I definitely have to try that. So she's practicing now. Let's see. At some point she must move to that room, and then I'll just remove the door. That's how you trick immortals. I hope. I definitely hope so. Alright. So I wonder if increasing your stats would increase your cultivation speed as well. Could that be? And also, could it be that I reset her actions if I just talk with her and convince her to move? No. Okay. Was worth a try, I'd say. Well, she ain't no petty mortal after all. So we already went through the junk pill treatment. The only thing I didn't do yet were the wicked fluxes, I see. Good. So let's put them back on practice here. Especially if their state of mind is already beyond 80 again. It's okay. Alright, let's keep waiting for now. At some point, her timer here will have run through. So who's the most lucky cultivator I got? That'd be Yamal. Okay. Holy moly, that guy has base stats. Jeez. Okay, so we have to... Spiritual traveling. I can't do that better. Let's wait for Wenfeng. I really want those Lumina cores because I still want a water cultivator. And Lumina cores are, as far as I am knowing, the best source of metal chi gathering items. They are kind of like the cheapest to get, and that's as horrible as it sounds. But apart from acquiring some more unorthodox items like phoenix flesh or something like that, I'm out of options I could feed to Yimao. I don't feed him the Wicked Flux just yet because there's no real benefit except for his mood deteriorating from there on more and more. Okay. He loses maximum stats, but... Let's see. This woman is still not moving. Too bad. Alright. Almost there for the next breakthrough on Yanyong, but I already know that with the remaining mental stability he won't be able to get to the next breakthrough stage, sadly. I already know these guys. For some reason their development slows down like crazy once they get below the 50 points. Now she's having fun. Now she's having more fun. At some point she must go to her assigned place. No? Dang. Still waiting for the right moment to strike. Her temperature tolerance definitely wouldn't make her last in that room, but for some reason this cultivator doesn't want to go to the room I assigned to her. Pity. Now, Wenfeng is back home, and I want to draw another departing shadow. No, not departing shadow. Forcia? No. Spiritual traveling. Because right now I'm only using low quality spiritual traveling talismans, low quality paper, and that's definitely a higher amount of adventure fly speed. And since Yimao is still a low grade disciple, oh man, can't equip it again because Doggo wanted to move it one more tile. Very important. Much wow. So. Okay, so with that equipped, I think, let's see, how long is the travel time for him here? 1.35 days. A tad bit longer than for Golden Cores. If he wasn't a Golden Core at this stage anymore, we would benefit a lot from that, but... Okay, looks like I can't trick this person. Sad. Or good for her. That depends on the... So... Yeah, well... She keeps moving to these spots where she can have fun. So... Soul Inquiry works only on a dying person, you know. And... where to check out from which sect she's actually originating. If I only knew. I have no clue, actually. But whatever. She went unstable. And he should be hitting his breakthrough point now. Wonderful. Please don't tell me that you need to... Wait a sec. When trying to break into the state, a cultivator will lose all of their magic powers and attainments, and in order to break through, they must find enlightenments in everyday trivia and rediscover their true self. What the duck? So, is he now an outer disciple again? Yeah, he's now an outer disciple again. Awesome. Well, since I don't utilize his workforce too much. Alright. That's not what I was looking for. Okay. I really like how quirky these later stages of the development of cultivators are. That's really fun. Go away, wolf. Or... oh man. It's one of those situations again. I can't send Doggo directly because then he'll only attack the door instead. Yan Yong reached a limit. No, that's already old. There's another wolf here. Jeez. Why are the wolves trying to eat my buildings and not my people? Can somebody please explain? Send help. The wolves are broken. And this woman is just not going into her assigned room, which is at a comfy minus 270 degree. That's just like in outer space, you know. So, Yimao just casually plucked out a Lumina core out of this thing. So, I really feel like I need to pay way more attention in the future to the luck stat of my cultivators. At least one person with a high luck stat is actually... I consider it more and more mandatory, even. Because that's something I really feel like I did a mistake there. So... let's explore Mount Sunshade. And Sen Wenfeng. Because unless I need to draw talismans, I really don't need her workforce too much here. But there's one thing I realized. Stop. We are using these spiritual traveling talismans now since a long time, and I just noticed the upgrade there was. So 1, 2, 3, 4 of those will be necessary. just because we can, you know. I now got the mightiest talisman paper available, so let's use that. Oh, she's finally there. Quick! Demolish the door! Seal the walls! Trap her! Is that a little bit mean? I don't care. Wait a sec. Here. Let's see if I am able to do that. So I'll focus Yan Yong on the builder job. Here. He's now instantaneously going there, demolishing the wall, and now we install yet another wall. A nice, beautiful jade wall, just for you. And then... No, you're supposed to do that differently. Although, he has the temperature tolerance to survive that. Oh man, that's sinister. He's now sitting in there, waiting until the other cultivator dies. Now, how's that for your everyday life to find enlightenment for your next stage, Yan Yong? Sorry. Sometimes things just... go this way with me. Another thing I need to take care of is that when she reaches the dying phase, I need to immediately send help and acquire her knowledge. But yeah, that seems to work out exactly as I intended. It's just that nasty. I'm proud of myself. We did it. I've only read about that and I found it super funny to dispose people, to kill people like that, and I definitely wanted to give it a try. So, let's wait until she's actually here. Now she's dying. Now we can demolish that wall. And build another door. As if nothing had happened. Now, let's see. Nyan Soul Inquiry. That character is not dying. Okay. Let's see. Lost consciousness. She can't flee now anymore, so we're going a little bit into overtime with this episode, but I don't care at all. You know, important things have to be finished first. So, Doggo just plundered her stuff. I'm having fun together with... Oh man, that's more and more dark humor here. So we already plundered her stuff. And when can I use that? Ah, now is the point when we can use the Soul Inquiry spell, I guess. Alright. Let's see. Gigantic Pressure Codex. Can we do that several times? Can't be targeted anymore. I see. Alright, so that worked out just as I had intended. A little bit... took me a little bit longer than I thought, but that doesn't matter. So, thank you so much for watching, friends. Now I know how my outer space room is actually doing exactly what I want. Interrogation? Down for that. Let's send Sean. I just wanted to outro this and then I've spotted the interrogation button. Interrogate this character. Okay, but it seems like that's not really anything particularly interesting at this point. Okay, so thank you so much for watching. Drop me a comment down below or leave me a like or a subscribe if you want to support the series. I'd be deeply appreciating. See you guys next time. Bye-bye.